All right, so it's time for another eBay unboxing. And if you haven't checked out this video about this mystery perfume bottle, check it out. It's going to be either uploaded tonight or tomorrow. All right, so what do we have in the other? Why is this not focusing? Damn you. Damn you, camera. Hold on. This is actually really a cool bottle. Maybe you could see it? I don't know. All right, so this next item up for checking out on the Ghetto Antiques Roadshow is an item that the seller had for $75 starting bid, and he had a make an offer button, and I offered him, yeah, I'm pretty much of a cheap bastard. I offered him $30, and he came back at me at what did he come back at me? He came back at me at $45, and I said, all right, F it, I'll go for it. So, I mean, he had an opening bid of 75. So somebody could have bid this up and it could have went much higher, and he had just listed it. So I wanted to try to snag my, claws into it before anyone else saw it. And then they bid the 75, and then I could never afford to own this item. Now, this is one of the last items I'll be getting from eBay for a while. One more item on its way. So we better savor this unboxing and item from eBay as much as we can, because I don't know how long until I'm going to get another item. I could figure out a way to finagle to get money somehow, but not without creating some kind of criminal enterprise. And so pretty much, if here's the thing. Here's the deal. I hate saying that. That's the worst saying going. Okay, so if you guys are interested in an appraisal for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. I will actually make a whole entire video for you. You want to send me photos of an object you have? I will do absolutely put my all into it. Doing research, finding out the history, the age, the value, what it is, for 25 doll hairs. Let me know in the comments below. All right, and again, for entertainment purposes only. Since I don't have a PhD like Dr. Lori in antiques and art history. All right, so let's go. What do we have here? And it's a rusty old barnacle. And I saw it from the pictures that it was a rusty old barnacle, but I figured this is a diamond in the rough. And why is it a diamond in the rough, boys and girls? Well, because it's dirty, and all it needs is cleaning, and it's a cameo. Well, how old is this cameo? I have no clue. And who is this mythology god or goddess? Well, yeah, goddess. And it's Flora. And I don't know what Flora's attributes were. We will check that out in a few minutes. All right, so we have this filigree. I don't know if you could see this. This filigree border going around it. Let's try to focus. And it is filthy dirty. Now, the seller said sterling silver. But sometimes, really, if you're extremely lucky and fortunate, it'll be white gold. And let's see if it's marked. Okay, so let's also check the date and the age. So we have this little bale over here. I think it may have been replaced. I could be incorrect. Don't know. All right. And all right, so we have this pin back. We have a rounded hinge that helps us to date this. And again, I'm not an expert in jewelry. Trying to look it over as much as I can. It's probably from 1900 to the 1930s. Let's look at the catch. And again, my camera is not going to focus. It's going to be a bastard, as usual. And let's try to look at this. Okay, so it has a safety catch. When was the safety catch invented? Sometime about 1900, but it was more starting to become popular around the Edwardian era of 1911 and on. They even had a safety catch in the late 1800s, although they were very unpopular, and they would use just a C catch, the letter C, basically, and nothing else. So I'm going to guess this is an early 20th century catch. Yeah, an early safety catch. All right, markings. Let's check it over. Don't see any. Sometimes it's on the safety catch. Maybe if we can zoom in here. Sometimes it'll say like 10K or 9K or 14K. I do not see anything marked at all. Do you? Don't know. I don't see a sterling mark either. So we're going to actually test this metal. We're going to see if it's silver or if it's actually white gold. Now, sometimes you can get lucky. Now, why would... Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'll be back. The dogs are barking. All right, so I looked it over and I cannot find a marking anywhere. So we're going to do a test. I was going to say a drug test. We're going to do a metal test. First, we're going to start out with 9K gold, then 10K gold if it actually is actually showing for 9K. And then if not, then we're going to try for silver. All right, so I have 9K testing fluid. Come on, focus, enhance, damn it. All right, 9K. And I have a little stone here, so I'm going to do a scratch test. I'll start out, and I don't want to break the pin. And this is not good because you're actually grinding your metal down. This is not cool at all. All right, so we're going to give it a scratch. I'm going to try to go as deep as I can because sometimes these are plated, and you want to, get it as much as you can on the stone. So let's check it out. Oh my God, this camera sucks. Okay. All right, so you see our scratch mark? All right, so now I'm going to drop. You're supposed to put like half of a drop on this. And if it disappears, if this metal scratch over here disappears, then it's not real gold. You'll see like a reaction with the acid. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to actually try to lower the stand here and move this in this way. Okay. And if you just heard my stomach growl, I apologize. All right, so we have a few seconds to see if this disappears. And if it disappears, it's not good. And so far, it is not disappearing. It is actually remaining. Generally, it would have been gone by now if it wasn't 9K, at least 9K. Let's try to get a close-up of this. And of course, my camera, yeah, you see, it remains. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, well, a few more seconds because you guys don't have minutes. And so far, so good. All right, now we're going to go up to our next gold. Now, this could be white gold, guys. And let me find my 10K. All right, this is 18K. Let me find my 18K, by the way. You can test silver with it. It actually is easier to test with 18K fluid than with the silver one. All right, let me just put the lid back on this one so it doesn't go stale. This stuff goes stale easy. All right, we'll give it another scratch. And it still remains. Okay, so here we go. Always wear gloves when you're doing this because you can end up, the acid could actually eat away at your skin and send you to the ER. All right, here we go. We got a nice scratch over here. And this is our 10K fluid. My dog just threw up. Great. All right, let's see if there's a reaction. So far, the gold still remains here. And the gold is still remaining here. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, so this is what you do. You go up to the next level now. I don't know, is it starting to eat away at it? Slightly, maybe. I mean, it's still there. No, I'm going to say this is actually 10K. All right, now we're going to move up to 14K. And if this is 14K, I'll be doing the happy dance all day long. All right, so let me get my 14K solution out. And here it is. I have to get it's sealed. I never used it before. Okay, 14K. Let's give it a try. If you hear that scratchy sound, it's my dog digging the china on the couch. He has like OCD tendencies. All right, so there we go. This is 14K now. I just want to make sure. Yes, it is. And it's still remaining. I'm going to do one more scratch test with a bigger area. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. I see a little bit of a reaction going on, and it is starting to disappear. So far we're at 10K. 10K. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with, this is actually 10K white gold. You see it still remained here. Right there. And you see our scratch still remains right here. It hasn't disappeared. So we got 10K, people. 10 freaking K white gold. I told you sometimes you get lucky. All right, next, I'm going to clean this with Simichrone. Now look at it, how filthy it is. All right, let's check it out. And why would white gold turn black like this? Well, it's actually, you might say, well, gold doesn't tarnish. Well, it's just so old and so filthy. Now I have 14K regular yellow gold that actually has turned black in certain areas, especially too skin acids. You can leave a residue from age and soot and garbage and junk. And so all you have to do is just clean this up a little. All right, so I'm going to clean this up and we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to find out who the hell Flora was and about how old this was. Wow, look how clean this got. Okay, so now we know this is fine jewelry. This isn't costume jewelry. It's not silver plated jewelry. Look at that. Look at that shine. Incredible. I cleaned the cameo also. It was filthy dirty. And the filigree was, I mean, absolutely filth. Filth and filth. And so now we know this is fine jewelry. And this is actually worth a lot more than I thought. Okay, let's flip it over. Again, look how clean this is. And you saw how black it was. And you might wonder, well, how the hell does 10K tarnish like that? Well, especially filigree. Any kind of like open work or wire work on jewelry, all the filth and all the dust and stuff over the years gets into it. And soot and garbage. And, you know, again, look at the top of this. Look how gorgeous this relief is. This is a great, great quality relief. And again, late Victorian, early 20th century. I do not think that this is anything past the 30s. I am not an expert in cameos. If you are, you can write in the comments below. But it could be from, I'm guessing, 1900 to about the 1920s. We got a gorgeous raised relief of Flora. Let's take a look at the flowers in her hair. And who the hell is Flora? And how much is now a 10K white gold brooch? By the way, this size. Look at the size of this brooch and pendant. It's enormous. This is a giant one. How much does it go for? Okay, so I typed in Flora, goddess Flora, and what we find out in mythology, Flora is the Roman goddess of flowers and of the season of spring, a symbol for nature and flowers, especially the Mayflower. And we have all sorts of different kinds of Flora cameos. And wow, okay, so this one is a 14 karat one, and it's 395 doll hairs. But is it as big as mine? Now mine is over 2 inches in length and about almost 2 inches across. And so this one is only actually it's almost 2 inches by 1.5 inches across. And so I paid, what did I say I paid? I think it was, yeah, I made an offer and then I ended up getting it for so cheap. I mean, think about it. That's outrageous. So from $45 to $395, not bad. Not bad at all. And so this is not as good of a carving as mine. So let's check out some more prices. And so here is 14 karat gold with the filigree going around it. Large white gold octagon. Actually, it's octagon in shape. Flora, 799 doll hairs. And here's an estate antique Victorian 10K gold large ornate cameo pin. And this is actually Diana, the goddess Diana. You can see the moon crescent on the top of her head. Opening bid, 455 doll hairs. How big is this one? And that's size is everything. This one is 2 3/8 by 2 inches in diameter. About the same size as mine. Very, very cool. Let's see what the closure is on back. I like to compare also. Okay. And now we have Flora again. Actually, I think it's Flora. And $945 for white gold filigree. Very similar to mine. And let's see the size difference. And you can see this one is actually bigger than a quarter. Mine looks like it could be bigger than this one. Is this white gold? Let's find out. I mean, what carat of the gold? 14K. Okay, so 14K is going to go for a little more. How big is this one? This one, I don't even know what millimeters are. But here we go. So we have another filigree type brooch. Let's look at the closure. Now, fortunately, mine's not marked. Don't know why. Now, here's a crappy one. Now, I think mine is going to be considered Edwardian. But here's a crappy carving. This one is just really not very good. With sterling silver and filigree going around it, being sold for $175. So even if mine was silver, $175 for $45 is still a great deal. All right, so here we have this really amazing shape, almost fan shaped. And this one is 1 7/8 inches wide by 1 3/8 inches high. Really quite lovely. It looks very Art Nouveau meets Edwardian. And it's 14K white gold, 495 doll hairs. Okay, so here we have a 14K yellow gold one, and it's really beautiful. Now this one, of course, is going to be worth way more because we have, I believe it's pronounced Habil diamond hanging from her necklace, and it looks like it's Hera, the goddess Hera, 840 doll hairs. Insane. Now we have one again with a Habil diamond hanging from it. And this one says Antique Filigree Cameo Pin, 14K white gold, $1,080. It is 14K after all. And it does have a mine cut diamond. All right, so here we go. Here's a comparable now. This one is an Antique Shell Cameo 10K gold filigree. And this one being sold for 447 US dollars. And what size is it? It's actually way smaller than mine. This is only 1 3/8 inches. So wow, okay, so mine does have a value, a good value. Okay, what are you huffing and puffing about, huh? Look at me. Did you just pee on the floor? You little bastard, you. All right, I'll clean up on aisle 9. Come on, Grover, sit. What's wrong with you? Did you steal my dinner? Okay, all right. So, all right. So what would I price this as? Okay, at the size that it is and the fact that it is 10K white gold, I would actually not sell it for less than $450 to $500 at this size. Am I wrong? Probably. Would it sit in my Etsy shop for maybe 2 years before selling? Possibly. But yeah, that's what I'm estimating it at. I wouldn't estimate it at the $45 that I paid for it because, wow, that was really lucky. I mean, this thing was filthy freaking dirty. So the guy just probably thought it was tarnished silver. And that's the beauty of these old cameos with the filigree. A lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they are not silver and they are actually white gold. And it's very easy to find a bargain that way. Now, I'm not giving you advice because I don't need any competition. Definitely not any competition. But once again, thank you for joining me on another cool journey. And yeah, for another major score. Awesome. All right, guys. See you all soon, and so long.